DaVinci Resolve, one of the things you can do to ensure smooth playback is to use optimized media. As we discussed before, optimizing your media is simply creating new files that are easier to play on your system, because you're using an easier codec to play. So to create your optimized media, first you have to tell Resolve what kind of settings you want to have for your newly created optimized files. How small do you want the files to be? And what is the new codec that Resolve should use to create these files? To do that, I'll simply come to Settings, and in Master Settings, if you scroll down, you have a section for Optimized Media and Render Cache. Here you have two options for optimized media. First, you can select your optimized media resolution. So what is the resolution Resolve will be using to create your optimized files? So you have original or multiple settings here, like half, quarter, 1/8, and 1/16. Or you can let Resolve choose automatically based on the configuration of your system. So for example, if your original file was 4K, if you select original, the newly created optimized files will still be 4K. And if you choose one of the other options, you would be lowering the resolution. However, remember, this is only for preview purposes. I'll select half for now. Then you can select the optimized media format. In other words, the codec that will be used to create your new files. On a Mac, I usually select ProRes 422LT. It's very easy to play. And if you're on a PC, I would suggest you use DNxHR-SQ. However, I'm on a Mac, so I'll go back to selecting ProRes 422LT. And then I'll simply hit save. Notice that nothing happened yet. In the media pool, I still have the original files with their original codec and resolution. To create the proxy files, I'll select the files I have. Then I'll right-click on one of the files, and here I have an option to generate optimized media. If I click it, now Resolve will start creating the optimized media files. In other words, generating the new files that will be easier to play back. So we have to wait for this process to finish. However, while Resolve is still creating the optimized media, you can simply click on your timeline and continue editing while waiting for Resolve to generate the files in the background. So Resolve now just finished creating the optimized media. However, even though Resolve generated new files, notice that in the media pool we still have the same files. We don't have any new files added. This is because file swapping happens in the background. So if I come to playback, I have Use Optimized Media if available checked. So if this option is checked and we do have optimized media, these files now have been swapped in the background and we're actually using the optimized files that are easier to play. And if I come to playback and uncheck this option, again in the background, Resolve swapped the files, and the files we have in the media pool are the original files with the original resolution and codec. And of course, if you want to get rid of all your optimized files, you can simply select playback again and click delete optimized media, where Resolve will ask you if you want to do this, and if you hit yes, now Resolve just deleted all the files that it originally created as optimized media for this project. And this was simply optimized media.